Welcome back to Aurelius Wisdom. Today we are not here to talk about minor improvements. We are here to talk about a total eclipse of your former self. In a world that demands your constant attention, the most radical act you can perform is to disappear. Most people are terrified of silence because in silence, they are forced to meet themselves. But you are different. You are here because you realize that the version of you that exists today is a product of social media, external opinions, and constant noise. To become unrecognizable, you must first strip away everything the world has forced upon you. For the next 7 days, we are going into a sanctuary of silence. This isn't just a challenge, it's a rebirth. In this first part, we lay the foundation. We stop reacting to the world so we can finally start listening to our own soul. If you are ready to let the old you die so the true you can be born, then stay with me. The journey to the unrecognizable self begins now. Before the transformation begins, you must understand the weight of what we are doing. Preparation is not about packing bags. It's about packing your mind with discipline. Day 0 is about setting the boundary. You cannot find clarity while your pocket is vibrating with notifications. To become invisible to the world, you must cut the digital umbilical cord. This part of the journey is about the Great Reset. We are going to discuss the practical steps of emotional and mental detox. Think of your mind as a lake. For years, people have been throwing stones into it. Emails, news, gossip, fake trends. The water is murky. Silence is the act of stopping the stones. Only when the water is still can you see the treasure at the bottom. This preparation phase is where the weak fail. But for a true Stoic, this is where the power is reclaimed. As we enter day 1 and 2, the silence will start to feel heavy. This is what we call the confrontation. When the external noise stops, the internal noise gets louder. All the regrets, the what-ifs, and the voices of people who doubted you will rise to the surface. Most people run back to their phones at this moment because they can't handle the reflection in the mirror. But you must stand firm. Stoicism teaches us that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. These thoughts are just ghosts. By facing them without distraction, you take away their power. You are auditing your past. You are looking at your old mistakes not with shame, but with the cold, calculated eyes of a master builder inspecting a cracked foundation. By the end of the 2nd day, your brain will crave dopamine. It will scream for a scroll, a like, or a quick video. This is the addiction to the mundane. Breaking this addiction is the first real victory in becoming unrecognizable. You are teaching your brain that it no longer needs external validation to feel alive. We are moving from a state of hyperstimulation to deep presence. This part of the script is about mastering the urge. When you feel the itch to check the world, ask yourself, does this serve my highest purpose? Usually the answer is no. By conquering these small urges, you are building the muscle of self-control that will make you a giant among men when you return to society. Welcome to the middle of the journey. Day 3 and 4. This is where the magic of neuroplasticity begins. Your brain is literally rewiring itself. Without the constant barrage of information, your focus starts to sharpen like a blade. You will notice things you haven't seen in years, the way the light enters a room, the rhythm of your own breath, the clarity of a single thought. This is the deep shift. You are no longer a slave to your impulses. You are becoming the observer. In this phase, your creativity will begin to spark. Ideas that were buried under the rubble of digital noise will start to emerge. You are not just resting. You are calibrating your internal compass. Now that the fog has lifted, you can see the weeds in your garden. We all have toxic habits: procrastination, people-pleasing, negative self-talk. In the silence, these habits have nowhere to hide. This part of the 7-day journey is the purge. We are going to identify every behavior that belongs to the old you and prepare to burn it away. A Stoic doesn't just ignore flaws. He eliminates them with logic. You are deciding right now what habits are worthy of the new person you are becoming. If a habit doesn't contribute to your strength, your wisdom, or your peace, it must be left behind in the silence. You are clearing the path for the unrecognizable version of yourself. As we move into day 5 and 6, we stop looking back and start building. This is the reconstruction. You have cleared the ground. Now we lay the stone. Stoic strength is built on 4 pillars: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. In this silence, you are practicing temperance, the ability to control yourself. You are building courage by facing your inner demons. You are finding wisdom in the stillness. This part of the script is about hardening your resolve. You are becoming a fortress. When you eventually walk back into the world, people will notice a stillness about you. That stillness is your power. It is the sign of a man who has conquered himself, who is the person you want to be. Don't think about what others want. Think about the highest version of yourself. In these final days of silence, you are the architect. You are designing your new daily routines, your new boundaries, and your new standard of excellence. To be unrecognizable means that when people see you, they don't see the old, hesitant, distracted person. They see someone with eyes full of purpose and a spirit that cannot be shaken. This part of the journey is about visualization and commitment. You are writing the script for the rest of your life. Every breath you take in this silence is a vow to never settle for mediocrity again. Day 7. The silence is about to end, but the transformation must never stop. The greatest danger is returning to the world and falling back into old patterns. This part is about the strategy of return. You must protect the peace you have found. You have spent 7 days building a temple. Don't let the world walk in with muddy shoes. We discuss how to set new boundaries with people and technology. You will learn how to carry this inner silence with you even in a crowded room. You are no longer a victim of your environment. You are the master of it. The world hasn't changed, but you have. And that makes all the difference. As we close this 30-day solstice journey, or this 7-day deep dive, remember that the door to silence is always open. You have successfully disappeared and found the strength that was always inside you. You are now truly unrecognizable. Go forth and live according to the standards you set in the quiet. If this journey has moved you, share it with someone who is still lost in the noise. Subscribe to Aurelius Wisdom to stay connected to the path of the Stoic. The silence is over, but your new life has just begun. Stand tall, breathe deep, and lead with wisdom. Thank you for walking this path with us. We will see you in the next chapter of your transformation. Stay strong, stay wise,